Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Breakfast with Jeff. This is kind of just a pre-show. We're going to go through some random stuff. It'll be called random, whatever. If you avoid random, we're going to talk about just basic stuff. Just some promo stuff. We're going to talk about some promo stuff right now. We'll talk about the debut tomorrow. We're going to be doing the recording for the show picks, which is going to be the very first week of the National Football League. We'll talk about all kinds of things. Teams I like. Teams I don't like, as you know, I'm already wearing my official Minnesota Vikings jersey. No, I'm not a Vikings shirt, excuse me. I'm not a big Vikings fan, so don't think just because I'm wearing a Vikings shirt that, just because I'm wearing a Vikings shirt doesn't mean I'm a Vikings fan. It just means that, I'll get into that tomorrow. If you want to know more about the whole Viking thing, watch the show. Tune in on Sunday for the edition of picks, which if you want to know about that, you can just go to the edition of picks. So that's kind of what that is. You always see me kind of moving my hand like this. My cat Trina, you can see her. There she is. Usually she sits on my lap, and if she does, I usually give her a pet. You can take a look at and see her head sticking out. Trina, look. Trina. So that's kind of what it is. Sometimes she comes on, sometimes she sits down. But getting back to what I'm talking about, we're talking about some football. If you want to check that out, picks will be airing on Sunday morning. So check it out. Picks will be airing on Sunday morning. We're talking all kinds about football. Get some picks, tell you who I like, who I don't like, and we'll go into most of that. That's tomorrow, picks, which will be the debut episode of that as well. It's been a while since I did a Breakfast with Jeff, so we're going to talk about a few things that's been on my mind. One of the things that's been on my mind is I went to McDonald's one day and I noticed that I seen people doing Wi-Fi. Now, some of you are not too information about what Wi-Fi is. Wi-Fi is where they have a special internet connection for people to go on laptops and so forth. To me, I don't agree with it. And the reason why I don't agree with it is because, especially for business, I think libraries is different, but with businesses like McDonald's, Hardee's, you guys are fast food chains. You're basic on getting people to eat. And see, when you think of it like this, okay? When you got companies like, seriously, when you got companies like, when you got companies like, Facebook, and you got all of them. I apologize for the cat here. But when you got companies like Facebook, and you got companies like MySpace, and and you got try again. I'm sorry, I'm all screwed up. When you got companies like McDonald's and A&W and all these fast food joints, I think having Wi-Fi and giving people opportunity to use seriously be able to use a laptop. Think about it. You go inside McDonald's, you get yourself a dollar pop, Mellow Yellow, one big huge huge one. You sit there and you stick on that for 2 or 3 hours. And then you go out and you get another fucking pop, and then you get another pop, and then you got a little bacon cheeseburger for like $1. And I can understand, you're making money because people buy that stuff. But all day long, they're sitting on that computer and they're taking up spots for real people that actually do want to go there, especially when you're in Baldwin. In our local area, you're off the highway, so a lot of people will stop in and have something to eat. So, to me, Wi-Fi is not something I agree with. I think it's great that it's in the libraries. I think it's great that people get them in certain areas. But when it's a business where basically, you're making money, I don't agree with it. And I really don't agree with it. And I think that anybody that does Wi-Fi and allows it in their business, I think it's really wonderful. Because truthfully, if I was a businessman, I wouldn't allow it, because I feel that, I'm a business. You come into my place to have something to eat. You don't sit there with a 25-ounce glass of juice and just sit there and drink your coffee and sit on the computer all day, sucking up electricity. So I don't agree with that as well. Another thing I'm going to talk about is just let other people know if you are into like the Breakfast with Jumps and the pics and all them, you can check them out. I try getting on every single social site I can: Facebook, MySpace, Google Plus. Also, I do put it on as well as YouTube. So this way, if you have an opportunity to catch a show, you can catch it each and every few days. Now I want to tell you, I know some of you say, well, how can you be a show? You don't do anything. You sit there in a chair and you talk about what's on your mind. You don't have a full schedule. And the reason why I don't is I pretty much go by what I can talk about. I could sit here and flap gums all day about stupid stuff, or I could actually have a real topic. The topic of this one, basically, is the reason why this one's being made is to talk about the new debut of Picks, which will be happening, which you'll be able to catch on Sunday morning. Just go ahead and click on your basic thing. If you got most of your websites, you can check it out, and it's pretty cool. And they make sure that you have a chance to watch these as well. If you sitting at home and you want to do whatever, you can do that. I do a lot of promotional stuff as well. So, but the main one of this reason why this one is being made is for promotion. Now, I was talking about doing. I had to do some brand new footage, which is called, which is Jeff's Journal, Springbrook, Wisconsin. And Springbrook is where Sam's parents, Sam's mother usually goes up to, and it's a private video. And if you like to see it, you got to kind of. Best thing is if you're a real true friend, if you're a real friend of mine, you can get a hold of me, say you like to see it, and I'll send you a file and give you the information you need to take a look at it. If you're not a big friend of mine, then maybe you won't be able to see it. And if you're just I'm not saying I'm not very, very appreciative of all the people that watch my videos. I didn't get a lot of people, and I know one of the most popular videos I've done was about money. And I'm kind of wondering, why is money such an important topic? But it was the most popular. So, but that's a separate issue. I'm not going to get too thick into this, as you know. The whole point of the show is to get a promotion for the Picks debut, which will happen on Sunday. Tomorrow will be the big taping of it, and then of course the show will be broadcasted on your local channels. If you've got Facebook, you've got MySpace, you've got YouTube, you've got Motion, you're going to have an opportunity to check this out. So, Blip, if you're a Blip fanatic, if you want to check that out as well, you can check it out through Blip. So, if you're a Facebook person, you're going to get Blip will be able to show you what's going on. If you're a MySpace person, we'll go from there. But I think it's going to be a great program, and it'll be fun. Why videos? Why do I do a lot of videos? It's because I think that, when we have a lot of friends, there's a lot of friends out there that are, live in different states, and they don't get really the means to come down and visit and do all this. So instead of us, with them being able to come all the way down here, why not we take their down to there? So all you do is take your videotape, go into your computer, click on a button, there you go, you're inside the home, and you get to follow along with us. So, a couple things you want to know about around here. Number one, you're going to hear a lot of screaming and hollering. I notice there's kids outside swinging on the swing set. And, it's nice outside, but it's really cold. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweatshirt because I'm actually freezing. It's cold. It's 68 degrees out. And the funny thing, it's going to go back up to 85 degrees, but, still not exactly, cool, nice and warm. But that's the situation going on there. Good day for chill. Sam went out and was making a nice big pot of chili to eat supper, and I know a lot of people. Some of you guys have actually followed me for a long time. I've done rants about my family, and I know you say, "Oh, not that again." No. One of the biggest things I talk about is every single person in my life that's passed on is always something I've done something. When my grandfather passed away, I used to take mounds of sugar, about this thick of sugar, in the bottom of my coffee cup. my grandpa said, "Oh, one day you're not even gonna even want that coffee. You spit it out," which is true. I did spit it out. Penny, my sister Penny used to have sugar in her coffee cup, and I'd go to drink it and spit it out because it just didn't have just creamer in it. So actually, I stopped drinking, sugar soon after, about a few weeks after my grandfather passed away. Then recently, my dad passed away, as you know, and one of the things that I always had problems with was tomatoes. And tomatoes was something I just cannot eat. I cannot eat tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes. When my dad made chili, he would throw the tomatoes, and he made me a special pot. Now, believe it or not, Sam makes chili with diced tomatoes. And you're probably saying, well, if you actually do this, then what made you accept taking tomatoes? Well, basically, tomatoes, I don't like big chunks of tomatoes. And my dad takes big chunks of tomatoes and he throws them in there. And Sam uses diced tomatoes, which is just little tiny tiny tomatoes about this big. So once they start to cook, they shrink down to about this size. So they're very little. And with the hamburger and with the hamburger and the sauce and the beans and all that, you don't really taste much of the tomatoes. So it is surprising. She's made a lot of stuff with tomatoes, and I've never done anything. She recently made a salad, a cucumber salad. I'm not a big cucumber fanatic, but she made a cucumber salad and it had tomatoes in it, and I ate it. I mean, no big deal. So I think I kind of learned to tolerate and deal with tomatoes ever since my dad's passed on. So it's been something that's pretty emotional. Let's see, what else can I ask you? I know the video can go on for an hour. I'm not going to go big deep into everything because the main reason why the video has been made is to let people know about the Pix debut, which will happen Sunday. So if you ain't doing it on Sunday, check out your show. I will be recording, doing the taping of it, the live taping of Pix debut, which will happen tomorrow. And then, of course, on Sunday morning, you can check out the new edition of Pix. Now, I'm trying to do this, but so that's what's going on there. So that's kind of what's going on basically on there. So if you if you like the Pix, you like the show, check it out. It's gonna be a great show. And the reason why I'm doing Breakfast with Jeff is to kind of get everybody kind of updated, what's new, what's going on, what you missed. Not much of anything. Like I said, we're doing a promo for the Pix debut, which will be happening. You'll get to catch on with the newest recording episode on Sunday morning. The Breakfast with Jeff is just to kind of keep you updated with everything new. I was doing a Jeff's Journal. Unfortunately, what happened was because of a lot of things happened. Like I said, my Sam was singing and doing some karaoke. It was kind of fun, and out of respect towards her, she doesn't want that to be really aired. Sam's aunt, of course, was also doing some music, and so it's been a great show. And out of respect towards them, I didn't air the episode. Any friends, if you are good friends with me, you will be able to see the show. So don't worry about that. If you're just a general audience, you'll get some more content, so don't worry about that. That's pretty much what's going on there. Weather-wise, very cold. 68 degrees, very cold. I noticed that the wind is blowing really hard. So it's been really crazy. I'm not going to get too thick in this. I want to say, before I conclude, I know it's only been 14 minutes, not even 15 minutes, but I want to say thank you to all my friends, all my audience, everybody that watches my shows, thank you. I know my shows are boring and they're not exactly exciting, but I think what the main whole point of this video is I have a lot of good friends out there, a lot of Facebook friends who've been there for me a lot more than my family have. I mean, like I said, I want to say something because the other day I was going through some stuff, it's really rough. And I never realized, that if they would have said, oh yeah, you have a family now, you're a family man. Well, I never thought about it like that. And to be honest with you, I never thought about ever saying, oh, I have my own house, I have a family. So um, now that, and I seen that all my Facebook friends, people that are my true friends, the people that are on my Facebook list, you know, now true my friends, these are people that ask me how I'm doing, are you okay, are you alright, if you need to talk, I'm here. And for those people, I really appreciate them being my friends and being there for me. So, you know, a lot of people ask you, say, well, what's up, how you doing, how you feeling these days, you know, what I'm thinking to myself, well, what if I was able to take you from your home, wherever it may be, and bring you into my home. So that's kind of what the whole video part is. And you might say, why do you put this in there? Why do you do? Because what I want you to do, and people say, well, why do you got to go out and why do you got to videotape yourself eating? Why do you got to videotape yourself singing? Why do you tape it? Because I want people to understand. If you're gonna, you know, the video camera to me is like you. You're gonna sit down in your little chair. You're gonna watch TV with us. So you're gonna watch, you know, I don't see it sitting here watching you eat. It's kind of ridiculous. But why not let you come and sit in a chair and talk to us? You know, I can sit here like this and just relax and say, "Hello, how you guys doing?" You know, and I can tell you a story about something. And the thing is, you get a chance to come down here without having to jump in a car, go down to the airport, do whatever. And that's what this video camera does. So, if you always say, well, why you got all that up? Because that's what I do. Okay? This is Breakfast with Jeff, which is a great show, and I hope you enjoy it. Oh, excuse me. One moment, please. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. What happened was as I was talking, I had some indigestion inside of me. And what happened is that as I was talking, it kind of popped up inside my chest right up to here. It kind of made me almost like cough. So, anyway, I apologize. Oh, excuse me. Well, this is live, so I apologize. Weather-wise, I apologize. Hang on, I'm going to go over here. I don't need you guys to see me biting my nose. But, weather-wise, it's been absolutely rough. I mean, 1 minute we're at 85 degrees, almost 90. Next minute we're down here at 65 degrees, as you can see. My voice is all screwed up. I swallowed one, sorry. Obviously, I've been sneezing like crazy, and I apologize for that. I know you guys don't need to see that, but now you understand live TV, live communication. That's just how it is. I'm gonna have to get off here, folks. I apologize. But with the way my throat is feeling, and like I said, my nose and everything, I don't want you guys to have to keep on seeing me wipe my nose and do all that stuff. So out of respect towards my audience members, I'm going to take off. Don't forget, I just want to get one more promo. Thank you to all my viewers. And just want to let you know, Sunday morning, check it out for the newest episode of Hicks, which will be coming up on Sunday morning. So Hicks will be all taken care of on Sunday morning, so check it out. Facebook, Google, every local station that you have. Okay, I gotta get going. My voice is all screwed up. But thank you everybody for watching. This is Breakfast with Jeff, called Random. And thank you so much for everybody watching. Until then, so long.